Good evening, East Alabama, and welcome into the Locker Room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. I'm Namath Pitts. We want to go ahead and start the show, as always, reminding you to like and follow our East Alabama Now page so you don't miss the Locker Room. We're here every weekday, Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. with all local content, just unlike anything else. Also, every night right now at 6:30 p.m., Monday through Friday, is EAN News. Mike Stedham and Katie Edwards have your local news. John Holder has your weather. And then, of course, I bring you the sports as we look at the recap of last night in basketball. Look forward to the night ahead. And the final night of wrestling for East Alabama regular season is tonight for our teams here in East Alabama. So, again, you have to like and follow the Locker Room so that you don't miss it, because it's every weekday, Monday through Friday. Hey, today we've got a great show for you guys. We have only done this once this season, so this is only the second time I've done this. But we're going to talk about our East Alabama wrestling rankings for classes 1A through 4A. And these are my rankings that I composed together. And so these are, I'll just be honest with you, there is a couple head-to-head factors, but most of this is just who I think is my top five, who I think is best, just straight up best, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're probably going to disagree with it. And there's a couple guys that I realized that I did miss after I made the rankings, so I'll make sure to mention those guys when I get to that weight class, because they're probably deserving of being in the top five, but slipped through my mind for some reason. So, but let's go ahead and get into the rankings. Let's start with 106 in Class 1A through 4A. And then again, it's my top five. So looking at my top five for Class 1A through 4A. And again, we're starting in the 106-pound weight class. And you see kind of a little similar to Southeast Wrestling's in some ways, but ultimately I shifted mine around a little bit. And so let's start with number 5. Number 5 is Micah Woodman of Oak Grove. So Micah Woodman of Oak Grove is at number 5 in 106. And then number 4 is Owen Burns of Asheville. Number 4 is Owen Burns of Asheville. Now, the top 3 you really could seriously put in any order, but I feel like this is how I see it playing out. Miles Bailey at number 3 for me. He split with Kel Fulmer, lost to Tristan Garrett each time. Tristan Garrett, number 2 from Sachs. He's beat Bailey, split with Fulmer, and then Fulmer split with Bailey and Garrett. But I feel like Fulmer beating Garrett trumps the split with Bailey. And I feel like Kel Fulmer, if I have to believe in one of these guys, I'm believing in Kel Fulmer. So who I expect to be at the top at 106 when the season is said and done is Kel Fulmer from Weaver, and that is why he is my number 1. Tristan Garrett from Sachs is 2, Miles Bailey 3, Owen Burns 4 from Asheville, and Micah Woodman 5 from Oak Grove. Moving on to the 113-pound weight class. Let's take a look at the 113-pound weight class. And this one's got a little bit of a shakeup. And let's go ahead and see number 5, and I'll tell you why he's number 5. Number 5 is Peyton Andrews from Weaver, and I'll tell you why Peyton Andrews snuck in at number 5, because at the Piedmont dogfight, he not only knocked off Gunn from Deschler, he also knocked off New Hope, and so because of that, I threw Peyton Andrews in at number 5. He was a guy that I was actually wondering if I thought he would make it to the state tournament, but now I've got a lot of belief in him. Number 4 is Noah Raines from St. James, but I believe Raines is dropping to 106, but right now he's in 13, but I do believe he's dropping to 106. Roman Coker is number 3 from Corner. Benjamin Santee from St. John Paul II is number 2. And then David Hill from Oak Grove is unbeatable at this point in the season. I don't think he's going to get beat. He's number 1 for Oak Grove at the 113-pound weight class. And so that is 113. David Hill of Oak Grove is 1. Benjamin Santee of St. John Paul is 2. Roman Coker of Corner is 3. Noah Raines from St. James is 4. And Peyton Andrews of Weaver is 5. Moving on. Looking at the 120-pound weight class, coming in at number 5 from Tuscaloosa at American Christian Academy is Jack Galloway. Coming in at number 4 is Xavier Escarpizo of St. John Paul II. I probably pronounced that name wrong, so if I did, I apologize. Number 3 is Aiden Sumner from Oak Grove. He comes in at number 3. Number 2 is Hayden Heiss from Weaver. And Hayden Heiss has only really had one thorn in his side this season, and it's been Mason Hom from White Plains. And Mason Hom is number 1. He's a state runner-up a year ago, looking to be a state champion this year. So Mason Hom from White Plains is number 1 in the 120-pound weight class. Looking at 126, and this is going to be the final weight class we look at this segment. I'm looking at number 5 at the 126-pound weight class is Tanner Gerald of White Plains High School. Number 4 is Bryson Robbins of Corner. Number 3, and this is the 3 that's going to shake everybody up. The number 3 is Adrian Wall of New Hope. 2's Dalton Fink of Weaver. And 1's Jaden Rouse of Dora. Fink lost to Rouse by 4 at the Piedmont Dogfight. Rouse, major decision wall by 11. I know there was a win there earlier in the season, but I think Dalton Fink is that sleeper pick for me, and I got him at 2 at 126 with defending state champion Jaden Rouse from Dora High School at number 1. And that is our 106, 113, 120, and 126 rankings for East Alabama Now for Class 1A through 4A. Hey, when we come back, we're going to have 5 more weight classes, and you don't want to miss it as we continue on this Tuesday afternoon. You're watching The Locker Room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.
Ted's Floors and Beyond is excited to introduce our all-new outdoor living collection. Have you ever dreamed of elevating or even creating an outdoor living space, whether it be for grilling, lounging, playing, entertaining, or just winding down? Our quality tile and stone, combined with our expert craftsmanship, will no doubt create unforgettable outdoor moments with family and friends, while also enhancing the beauty and value of your home. Call us today.
Ted's Floors and Beyond brings you the locker room each and every day. Ted's Floors and Beyond has all your flooring needs, whether it's hardwood, laminate, carpet, tile, luxury vinyl. They have it for you right there at Ted's. You can go by their showroom there in Anniston. You can pick out what you like, want, and need, and they can do that there at Ted's. Also, they've got their partnership with Welborn Cabinet and will offer you a complete kitchen or bath makeover. That includes cabinets, countertops, flooring, backsplashes, tile showers. They can get it done there at Ted's Floors and Beyond. And now they offer you work on your outdoor space, whether it's an outdoor kitchen, patio, or living space. They have specially made outdoor tiles and stones that can enhance your outdoor experience. Go by and see them today at their showroom in Anniston on Highway 431, right before you get to Sachs Elementary School, or visit them online at shopteds.com. That is shopteds.com. Ted's Floors and Beyond brings you the locker room. We continue on this Tuesday afternoon. We were talking about our East Alabama Now wrestling rankings for Class 1A through 4A. So without further ado, let's get back to the action, starting with Class 132. Let's go to the 132-pound weight class, and at number 5 from Dora High School is Jacoby Foster. He is at number 5 in the 132-pound weight class. At number 4, a local guy from Piedmont High School, Isaac Bailey. Number 3, Bryson Pugh from Prattville Christian Academy. Number 2 is Brody Hayes from T.R. Miller. And number 1 is Curtis Souls of Cherokee County. Souls is 1, Hayes 2, Pugh 3, Bailey 4, and Foster is number 5 from Dora. Let's move on to the 138-pound weight class. At number 5 is Nathan Cox of Madison County. I've got James Andrew Ingalls of Montgomery Catholic above him. He has the head-to-head win by decision 12-11 at the Piedmont Dogfight Tournament. Number 3 from Tuscaloosa at American Christian Academy, the Patriots, Fisher Deason. Number 2 from St. John Paul II, Julian Lau. And from Fultondale, Michael Yofondo. And so Yofondo from Fultondale is 1. Lau from St. John Paul II is 2. Deason from American Christian Academy is 3. James Andrew Ingalls of Montgomery Catholic is 4. And then Nathan Cox of Madison County is number 5. That is our 138-pound weight class rankings. Now our top 5 for East Alabama, Class 1A through 4A at the 144-pound weight class. Number 5 is Noah Screws of Walter Welborn. He's got one of the prettiest double legs I've seen. Number 4 is Brody Pugh of Prattville Christian Academy. Now Screws led the whole match against Pugh at Piedmont, but then ended up losing in the end. Number 3 is Bryson Millwood of Corner. Number 2 is Drew Moore from Oak Grove. And number 1 is Austin Mayfield from Cleburne County. I expect Mayfield to run away with this weight class. Austin Mayfield from Cleburne County is number 1 in NAMA's top 5 for the 144-pound weight class. Drew Moore from Oak Grove is 2. Bryson Millwood from Corner is 3. Brody Pugh from Prattville Christian Academy is 4. And then Noah Screws from Welborn is 5. Looking ahead at 150, no surprise at number 1 here, but maybe I've shuffled it around a little bit after that may catch your eye by surprise. But number 1 is Jack Von Eschenbach of St. John Paul II, SJP2. Number 2 is Andrew Young from Cherokee County. Number 3 is Matthew Post from Prattville Christian Academy. Number 4 is Michael Buchanan from Madison County. And 5, guy from St. James, Miles Zukowski. Also at 138, I meant to mention Logan Hartson, who is a state champion. He's been dealing with knee injuries, so he wasn't in my rankings, but he's certainly one of the top guys in the state of Alabama. I told you there were some guys that I meant to put in that I didn't, and Logan Hartson was one of them. But his teammate Miles Zukowski is at number 5 at 150. Zukowski's 5, Buchanan's 4, Post is 3, Young is 2, and Jack Von Eschenbach is number 1. Looking at 157, this is the final weight class. In this segment, another St. James Trojan in at number 5. Emmett Rasmussen is right there at number 5. Number 4 from Escambia County is Elijah Thomas. Number 3 from Weaver is Caden Thornton. Number 2 from Asheville is Nick Williamson. And number 1 is David Herrick from Cherokee County. So again, looking at the top 5 for 157, Emmett Rasmussen is number 5. Elijah Thomas is 4. Caden Thornton is 3. Nick Williamson is 2. And then David Herrick is number 1. And Cherokee County and Prattville Christian Academy and even St. James right there had a good showing in those rankings. Cherokee County had 3 guys right there, Herrick, Souls, and Young. Then you've seen St. James had Rasmussen, and in the weight class before that, come on, man, my mind just all of a sudden slipped. We just talked about number 5, Emmett Rasmussen, and we also talked about, can we go back to that real quick? I believe it was 150, the 150-pound weight class, because my mind has slipped for some reason. But at 150 for St. James, because I was just talking about how Miles Zukowski. All right, Miles Zukowski was the guy. I apologize. And then for Prattville Christian Academy, of course, it's the Pugh brothers. And then Matthew Post. Coach Staggs does a good job of that program. And we're actually going to be talking with Coach Staggs next week, talking with Coach Corley from St. James. And we're going to be talking with Coach Dowd from SJP2. So we're going to be talking with 3 coaches outside of our East Alabama area next week as we do a lead up to sectionals preview that I'm really, really looking forward to next week. And so, hey, not a super long show today, just kind of going through our East Alabama Now, name us top 5 rankings for each weight class. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and take another break. When we come back, we will have the remaining weight classes and we will top this show off with a cherry on top, as they say. I'm Namath Pitts, though. We'll be right back, and you're watching The Locker Room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.
Ted's Floors and Beyond is excited to introduce our all-new outdoor living collection. Have you ever dreamed of elevating or even creating an outdoor living space, whether it be for grilling, lounging, playing, entertaining, or just winding down? Our quality tile and stone, combined with our expert craftsmanship, will no doubt create unforgettable outdoor moments with family and friends, while also enhancing the beauty and value of your home. Call us today.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Welcome back into the Locker Room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. I'm Namath Pitts. I want to remind you, since it's our last segment, like I do every single day, make sure to hit that like and follow button on our East Alabama Now page so you don't miss the Locker Room. We're here every weekday, Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. with all great local wrestling, basketball, and anything else that breaks in terms of sports here in East Alabama. Then we've got it right here on the Locker Room. Also, EAN News is tonight at 6:30 p.m. When I get done here, I'm going to head right over to that studio, get that ready for tonight as well. We're going to have the weather on your street with John Holder. He shows you all these maps and stuff. It's kind of crazy how he does all that, but he's got all that for you. Mike Stedham and Katie Edwards. I don't really know what happened last night, but we live in Anniston, so something happened, and so that'll be on news. And then I'll have your local basketball preview for tonight, and we'll have our recap from last night. So make sure to follow all of that so that you don't miss it. Also, I want to say thank you because today we have had hiccups and whatnot. And by that, I mean me. But it's always not really me that makes the Locker Room happen, guys. It's Nathan and Ashley Gober that make it happen. It's just little technical difficulties behind the scenes and whatnot. But they always make things happen. And so truly, I got to say, Nathan and Ashley Gober, that's the masterminds behind the Locker Room. That's the masterminds behind East Alabama Now. And they deserve credit and recognition for all they do to make this happen every single day. With that being said, Ashley, let's start at 165. Let's go back to our East Alabama Now rankings. At 165, coming in at number 5 is Chris Thornton from Weaver, the Bearcats. Number 4 is Curtis Daniel of Ramburn. I know he got upset by Dylan Murdaugh of Welborn this past at Piedmont, but I still got him in at number 4. And then Troy Thomas from Corner is 3. Drew Adams of Montevallo is number 2, and Tyler Ebner of Asheville is 1 at 165. Ebner 1 from Asheville, Adams 2 from Montevallo, Thomas 3 from Corner, Daniel from Ramburn is 4, and then Thornton from Weaver is number 5. At 175, Leighton Pohl of New Hope is number 1. Zach Buchanan of Ramburn is number 2, who actually lost. He got pinned by Leighton Pohl, so Leighton Pohl of New Hope's 1. Jacob Blanchard from Corner is 3. Pruitt Connor from St. James is 4 for Coach Corley. And then Aiden Richardson of Dora is number 5. So you see Richardson from Dora at 5, Connor from St. James at 4, Blanchard from Corner is 3, Buchanan from Ramburn is 2, and Leighton Pohl of New Hope is number 1. 190-pound weight class, John Bussey of Sachs is 5, Brady Thrash of Asheville is 4, Christopher Weaver from Alabama School for the Blind is 3, Cameron Richardson of Dora is 2, and Ross Mills of Daschler is 1. You can kind of go either way you want right there with Richardson Mills, but Mills had the latest win over Richardson, which has got him at number 1 for me. And then Mills 1, Richardson 2, Weaver 3, and that's Weaver from Alabama School for the Blind. 4 is Thrash, and 5 is Bussey. At 215, no surprise here, Brandon Jolliffe is 1 from Weaver. What might surprise you is I've got Corian Pryor at number 2. I like Corian Pryor. He's the only guy that had beaten Jolliffe to this point in the season, but Jolliffe got that revenge last weekend. But Brandon Jolliffe of Weaver's 1, Corian Pryor of Dora is 2, Devin Bragg of Reeltown is 3. Noah Breland of Bayside Academy is 4. And then I've got Will Johnson in there from Cleveland County at number 5. So Will Johnson's 5. Noah Breland of Bayside Academy is 4. Devin Bragg of Reeltown is 3. Corian Pryor of Dora is 2. And Brandon Jolliffe of Weaver is number 1. And here's the final weight class, the 285. If I've gained about 120 pounds, I could wrestle in this weight class. All right, here we go. Number 5. He's been a little up and down. But Andrew Salter of Welborn is number 5. It's the weight. He weighs like 230, wrestling 285, giving up 55-plus pounds. Man, I can't imagine what Salter could have done if he had went to 215. But he decided to stay at 285. He's in at number 5. I know he beat Crump once, but he's also lost to Crump. So I went with Connor Crump at 4 from Pleasant Valley. Zayden Benefield has the win over Salter. He's at 3. You got Benefield, Crump, Salter, 3, 4, 5. Aiden Cockrell of Prattville Christian Academy is 2. And Keyshawn Pryor of Dora's 1. Pryor had the latest win by pin over Cockrell of Prattville Christian Academy. So Keyshawn Pryor from Dora's 1. Aiden Cockrell of Prattville Christian Academy is 2. Zayden Benefield from Ramburn is 3. Connor Crump from Pleasant Valley is 4. And then Andrew Salter from Welborn is number 5. So that is Namath's top 5 rankings for each class in Class 1A through 4A. And if you don't like them, guess what? Somebody's not going to like them. But they're my top 5. You disagree to agree, that's okay. The good news is I'm media. All we're supposed to do is, with a genuine heart, cover, love, serve, which is what I do. But also, we like to create rat poison. We like to get guys talking, get guys going, get guys chirping. we like to put that little rat poison out there, see who about it. But no, it's all about loving, serving, and just lifting up these coaches and athletes. And that's generally what I want to do. Like, hey, if I didn't have a kid in ranking, it wasn't anything personal, certainly no disrespect intended or anything like that. Just genuinely, it's a tough job to do what we do. Sometimes people disagree with you, but it's always about coaches and athletes first. And so we're really thankful for all the support we've got this year. We'll hope you'll continue to support us as we continue on through sectionals this next week and then state the following week. Of course, I will be at the Von Braun Center with the latest from the state tournament in 2 weeks. And so, guys, that's going to do it for me today. Hope you'll come back tomorrow. We're going to have wrestling highlights. Wrestling is going to continue throughout the week. We're going to have highlights from an in-school duel between Walter Welborn, Alabama School for the Blind, and White Plains. We're going to have highlights tomorrow. Don't miss them. Come back and see us. Have a great afternoon. Stay warm. God bless. And thank you for watching The Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.